Let's explore some sales tips for beginners or intermediates or maybe even some advanced. Some advanced salespeople do this as well. So whether you're over the phone sales or you're in a brick and mortar building, whether you're selling memberships, whether you're selling a service, a product, an image, idea, it does not matter when you are meeting the client or even someone that you've already built a relationship with. You never answer questions at hello. Let me say that again. You never answer questions at hello. That is a big, big no-no in sales, at least for people that truly know what they're doing. For people will not buy from someone they don't trust. Let me say that again. People do not buy from someone they don't trust. They buy from people they like. Yes, the product, the idea, the image, the service, the membership has to be in line with something that they would do or something they would use or something that that would make sense for their life. Yes, but they are going to look for the person that they trust as the expert, and someone that will not lie to them or lead them astray, and that is the person that they're going to go to. And unconsciously, without thinking about it, you think if you answer questions at hello that you're doing them like such a great service and that they're someone that you're someone they can trust because you're answering their questions. But it's actually the exact opposite, because everybody in a position that is put into a business for sales, they have to have certain information and knowledge. So you are doing no different than anybody else if you're just simply answering a question right away, especially if you're like, well, okay, I'll go find you the answer. You come back with the answer, you give them the answer, like, oh, thanks so much, I'll be on my way. That is going to happen to you, especially if you're on the phone. If you're doing phone sales and you answer questions at hello, you're done for. You're going to get hung up on after the question so often. And you see that with intermediate, with advanced people, because you get in a state of mind where you think that you're doing the person a favor by answering their questions, right? Like, oh, they're gonna like me, I answer their questions. But it's not like that at all. Should always start off with it. So depending on how it goes, everybody's a little bit different with interactions. But let's say I'm on the phone. Thank you for calling so and so. My name is blah blah blah. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Hey, I just have these questions real quick, just answer them. And people get stuck right there. It's like, no problem, I'll certainly answer your questions. I'm here to certainly help you out. I'm here in blah, blah, blah. So I would always introduce where I'm from, whether you're in a brick and mortar store. And you could just say, yeah, I actually live in the area. You guys also from the area. You don't have to make it super specific. If you're in phone sales, it's much easier because people are from all over, right? But let's say you're working in a mall and you're selling at a store. And then instead of getting like in their super personal business, you could just say, I actually live not too far, just 20 minutes away. You guys also from the area? Are you traveling out of town? Whatever it might be. You're making the beginning of small talk, but in a way of creating connections, and you're always leading with yourself. You don't just say, where are you coming from? Where are you from? Because it's like prying. But if you lead with yourself, if you're open yourself, that gives them an avenue to come in as well and get to know you better. So it's, hey, I actually live in Arizona. I live by the mountains, kind of a beautiful area. It's hot all the time. Don't come here in the summer, make a little joke about it. I'm not in Arizona right now, but just for an example where I was from, and gets them to laugh a little bit, like, yeah, I heard it's 120 degrees every day. I'm actually from Oklahoma. I'm actually from Colorado. I actually live nearby. I'm actually from out of town, whatever it might be. And then you're making a connection piece from there. So the next connection piece would be, oh, I've driven through Colorado actually quite a bit. Beautiful area up in the mountains. It's pretty rough in the winter. I used to snowboard when I was younger, went up to Vail. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody, but you're making a connection somehow. You might make a connection, sports teams. You might make a connection that your family member lives there. Whatever it might be, what I'm doing is you're creating some sort of neural network connection between you two, between your heart, between your brain, and then the trust builds instantly in the beginning. And this is massive for you for the rest of the way. Not only are you going to feel more comfortable talking with them, they're going to feel more comfortable talking with you. And the only ones that aren't going to like this as much are the people that are exactly straight to the point. You're going to have a little bit harder time with them, but they'll make it obvious and be like, I'm not here for the small talk. Can we just move on? No problem. I understand your time is valuable. Your money's valuable. I'm here to save you time and money. Let's get to it. I'm your expert. And it's as simple as that. But if they're inviting of the getting to know each other a little bit before you move into the sale, you have now made your life 1,000 times easier, because the objections that you would have had to fight for at the end are going to come up naturally because they feel a little more comfortable with you. So when you're moving through your pitch, you're going to be saying, well, I'm actually not so sure about that. Like, why does it cost that much? I don't understand, or I don't really understand what's the purpose of that, or what's how to use that, or whatever it is that you're selling. I'm giving you the secret sauce right now for the intros to everything, your image, especially someone that you've never worked with before. It's a little bit easier with clients you've worked with before, but your first 1 to 3 minutes is everything for that image of how they're going to see you for the rest of the time. Otherwise, you might have one hell of a time. And people, even if you're on TikTok selling, if you're telling the TikTok affiliate program or on live, a lot of the times a question pops into the chat and it's just boom, answer the question, and they're out the door most of the time, right? Find a way to get to know your client at a deeper level and understand why it is they're asking what they're asking. No problem. I'm certainly here to answer your question, and I'm probably going to answer it in such a way that you're going to be happy, but I want to understand a little bit more, like what causes you, where's that question coming from? And depending on the question, obviously I would open it up a little bit more and make it a little bit more personalized. And then feel free to be relaxed and have fun and joke around. So many people get so that like high energy push for a sale, when oftentimes that just scares your client away. Once again, I am the Abundance King, here to unlock your mindset, your talents, skills, and abilities, and your master sales, so you can start manifesting that dream life that you truly desire and get that wealth that you desire and break out of those patterns and cycles, so you can start paying things off for your family. And we are going to get you into the TikTok affiliate program very quickly if that's what you're looking for. And we're going to get you at such a level that you are unlocked and unstoppable, baby. Stick with it.